I like my cables provider. I like IO. I really do. They have a lot of neat things that they offer to you. Free Wi-Fi. Because McDonald's Wi-Fi is not reliable. Any Wi-Fi that is free, other than IO's, I don't trust. Because the most common thing that happens is that somebody's just waiting for you to log in. And then you sign on to it, boop! They're just stealing your shit now. It's like they've taken your pictures. If they want to see you naked, they have seen you naked, because almost everyone has some sort of nude photos of themselves on their mobile devices. They don't have them on cameras anymore. They have them on their fucking phones. I like the free Movie Tuesday rewards card that IO gives us. You know, it's just an ability to see a blockbuster a month after and just for free. That's the whole point behind it. Because if it hasn't been spoiled or beaten to death to you that the plot is stupid, or that you probably are wasting your time in watching this film, then you go to it. You go and sit with everyone else that sits alongside you that did not want to watch it when it came out. The News 12 aspect of it, I'm not a big fan of it, you know. Half the crimes that actually happen in Yonkers aren't ever reported, so the news just ends up reporting the most, like, incendiary ones. It's like, there's a fire. It's like it's raging. And then you, like, really hear about it from the people in the streets, and it's like, oh. I mean, it just was like this little cabin. They made it seem like it was the entire building. No, it was just that side? Oh. With the cabin? Oh, that's not. They told me differently. It's like I don't trust the weather either. Joe Rayo and his ace team of weather reporting. It's like I'm not going to tell you that meteorologists get paid to be fucking wrong all the time. You've heard that a billion times. I would rather tell you that I would trust a bookie with the odds and evens about what the weather is going to be than a fucking meteorologist. Like, if he gives me the spread on, you know, a hailstorm, I'll take it over somebody telling me clear skies. Clear skies for tonight. And then I walk outside, first half hour, clear skies. Next fucking night hours, it rains on me. My umbrella, sitting at home. Why? Because I fucking listen to this guy. My favorite part of IO, though, has to be by far and away BBC America. Like, I really love BBC America because there's so much great programming that I was just not privy to before. I was not aware that the English are amazing at producing dramas. They have Dramaville, you know? Oh man, Idris Elba hosting Dramaville. And Dramaville consists of one episode of Luther. And it starts at 10. And that's when Dramaville ends. Because at 9 they always have fucking Law and Order UK. With the guy from Battlestar Galactica and the chick from Doctor Who. Martha Jones, right? I love Doctor Who, you know? One of my biggest gripes with Doctor Who, though, is BBC itself. They won't show blood. Like, there was this episode of Doctor Who where he just completely gets his hand severed. Like, the hand is cut off. It's lost. And no blood drips. I don't care if you're a Time Lord or anything. There should be some sort of fluid running through your body to help every organ, you know, maintain some sort of stasis. But no, he just, nothing, regenerates. Nothing. And then when it gets to Torchwood, holy shit. Cut here, cut there. Like, the first episode of Torchwood, they have the fucking Captain Jack Harkness. The guy. This is the guy. Alright? He's the man. Not the guy. He's the man. He gets shot in the head the fucking first episode. What do you know? He regenerates. He comes back to life. Why? Because he's immortal. And if you watch Doctor Who, you would have known that. But I didn't start that way. I started with Torchwood, then I worked my way into Doctor Who. Right? There's this one program that not many people know about from BBC that my friend put me on to. she's like, you've seen Tipping the Velvet from BBC? I'm like, nope. No, haven't seen it. Haven't seen any promos for it. Is it new? It's like, no. It's old. It's an old show. I'm like, really? What's it about? It's like, oh, Victorian sort of times, chastity, lesbians. And I'm like, I like this Molotov combination. I'll watch this. She's like, you should YouTube it, because they have the HD screenings on YouTube. I'm like, okay, I'll watch this. So I'm watching through the series, and it's like, the promo is fucking oysters, right? Just like, ugh. People licking the oyster, then pearls, then a masquerade, then theater, more oyster, then shells, the water washing up a flower, and I'm like, okay. Not the best intro I've ever seen, or not the most lucid one, at least. The bare minimum, it was so convoluted. I'm watching for about, I'd say, I'm up to part 2 at this point. And then it happens. They just fucking go into it. The girls just start making out. I see a tit, and I am like, yes. Alright. Then I see a clown. I'm like, okay. I'm comfortable with this at this point. And progressively, you would think it gets a little bit more clear. But no, it gets more sensual, which is a good thing. Because that's pretty much why I watched it, right? And so the girl ends up cheating on the other girl, right? The one that did it, wasn't sure about her sexuality, is in London by herself. So she does the logical thing. When your heart is broken, you turn to prostitution. She becomes a call boy. She dressed up like a boy, and all these people never, wanted to fornicate with her, so they didn't know that her setup was sans penis. And the first guy she meets on the street is like, you're dressed up like a nice sailor boy, and why don't you suck this? I'm like, really? That's how easy it is to pick up a prostitute? The girl acts like, oh, no, I don't do this sort of thing. I'm a lesbian. And then she's like, well, I mean, if I take on an alter ego, it's fine if I put his dick in my mouth. So she does. And progressively, she becomes like a whore hero, really. She literally goes to all over the town. And then she's rescued by this woman. This mistress, right? And this is where I'm going to end my Tipping the Velvet review, sort of plot summarization. The woman makes love to her, right? And she has this box. This giant treasure chest. And she tells the girl, open it. Right? And it's like, I didn't expect BBC, with all their strict non-blood scenes and whatnot before 9 o'clock, to show the next thing. It's a giant golden dildo. A ginormous golden dildo. It looks like a giraffe neck. Okay? I'm like, oh my god. They're not gonna... She attaches it, she puts it on. I'm like, oh shit. This is about to get really, really interesting. And then, I think at the end, she enjoys it. And then they get back together with everyone else. Sort of an anticlimactic ending, but that's how chaotic it was, really. So, thanks.